AC. Hold on, chat. I need some AC real quick. Let me mute my goddamn trench tab. They going off. Were they buying something? Goddamn, everybody buying the same damn tokens. Extraction City. Extraction City. Hit that like button, share, do what you do, bro. Peace, Millie. Yeah, Carlton. What y'all on tonight, man? It's a slow night in crypto. I can't even stunt with you. There's really nothing going on. Nothing at all. I've been sitting here. I was actually like working. That's one of the things, bro. Like if this token continue to dump, at some point, it's going to have a very 132 million. Yeah, I think this thing right here. I think that's a good buy. That's a good buy. This for what they're working to accomplish, because you gotta look things that they doing. It kind of look, ain't gonna play it because I don't want to get copy strike with it. I look at it as like an opportunity. Buyers dump, one saw, and dump two. That's when you see a crypto really like go crazy. So that's just my opinion, but I think the market is strong. BTC sitting at 118,000. Becoming, getting your bag from President Trump. Pow. Let's see what's going on here.
The reason why we wanted to see it was the overruns of the expenses. Wanted to figure out why.
Yeah, or a lot. So the 2 points.
I haven't heard that from anybody.
We're okay with the receipts.
Just
got it right.
So we're taking a look, and 0.7 is now 3.
Just 3.2.
This came from us. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, it was built 5 years ago. We finished.
We're going to take a look. We're going to see what's.
Don't expect them. We're ready to 27.
Too much danger. So, any questions?
Bro, why they so weird, chat? Like, why is they chat? What was this? Chat, what the fuck was that? What's wrong with them, bro? Is this real? Is this comedy? I thought I was watching a like. You said a live chop. Those are really crazy times around the corner. What you think? Choppy. If it's too choppy, I'm just gonna cut off the other ones, and I don't mind choppy. It's good for trading. You said you're going all in on art. Joe Max said it's man. All right. Let's see if that helps out just a little bit. Let me take that off too. Take a few things off, because y'all can't be missing out on key elements. Let's see if I took a little bit of the tabs down. I took a little bit of the tabs down. Let's see if that helps out. Oh, we got 22 people in here. Yeah, that was crazy, man. So, I don't know, man. Who knows if they're going to cut the rates? Who knows what's going to happen? The fair chairman, that was like really, really, really wild. I don't even know what they were doing. Maybe y'all can tell me what's going on, because I don't even understand that interaction. It had nothing to do. I thought Trump was standing over the man. Like, you feel me? So, who knows? I just know one thing, that altcoins are stronger than what people are saying on crypto Twitter. Don't get involved with the FUD. Don't get involved with the FUD. Corrections are healthy when there's people on the sidelines that want perfectly normal. In fact, when we're overbought, I already know. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. Matter of fact, we can look at the charts together. You want to look at the charts together? Let's look at the charts together. A total 3, right? So, you know, if you just want to go off that metric, this candle, I'm not too concerned, right? Because you already know 2 wick candles at the wicks at the top. You just got to see how this week closes out. This is the total 3, but you can see the total 3 as far ETH, right? ETH now is a little bit above the bull, little midterm correction, I believe. It's nothing wrong with kind of like, you know, buying. It's nothing wrong with buying tokens that you know that's going to be even if you make money. I will, let's get it, we on something 20x 25x, and you can profits into cash, right? And also multiple cycles, or you know, those long-term plays, those plays that how people looked at Bitcoin back in the day. People looked at Bitcoin as a long-term play, so they would make money and have very, very strong conviction and resolve in it. Everything in your portfolio can't be a gamble. I wouldn't say that's healthy for your portfolio. You might get lucky because crypto is a casino, and we all get lucky sometimes in the casino, but you could go to zero. You could go to zero. You could lose it all. So I'm just looking at the bull market bands, guys. I'm not going to get into no long drawn out TA, right? Because I know. As soon as y'all see red candles, it's the end of your high. Technically, we're looking for this breakout. All models, altcoin season, where we got some room that we can go. Stock market also is at all-time highs as well. So, you know, not really too much to trip about. It's just a little blurry right now. It's literally freak. Just yet. When we get overbought, but as of right now. All right, let's get into some of the chat, man. See what we got going on here. Well, they are standing back up. Do you have a I have a thesis. I have a very, 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 very. I mean, now, at some point, you just have an understanding that I'm gonna buy into strength, something that's providing a solution to a problem. That's why after the stream, y'all need to go and watch that video that I created before this, explaining that shit, bro. Like certain projects, it's no offense to them, right? They could look, no offense to Tectonic, whatever they got going on, whatever. But at some point, you wake up and you realize, like, it's only a few narratives and niches that really, really matter at this point that you're going to make money in. Like, it's not did that early in the cycle, right? You could took a chance. We're at the end of this 4-year cycle, not at the end of the grand scheme of things, super cycle, but at the end of this 4-year cycle, we're coming to AI lending down to that type of project, because I just that overhead, right? I'm to be trying to experiment. Standing up. Good evening, big candles. Yeah, it's still around. You can buy it. You can, still there, right? It's still there. But again, what I recommended, it all comes down by you asking that question. Then to get a reaction, there's your reaction. It's 1.8 million tokens, bro. Some of them do well, some of them don't. It is what it is. BlackRock Ethereum ETF becomes third fastest to hit 10 billion. Justin Tetherment. I really don't. I'm really woosah. I got a woosah. This is all for entertainment. Bro, this is all for entertainment. You gotta remember, Millie, this what happens when you stream, bro. This is what happens when you stream. SPK. What's that? What's SPK? That's what happens when you stream, man. SPK. What is that? What is that? What is that? SPK. You talking about it's listed on crypto.com. So if it's listed on crypto.com, it's gotta be the one that you talking about. Look like it's putting in a correction right now. Nah, I never heard of this one. It says powering the. Okay, I'll add them to the watch list. Projects or anything like that. I'm kind of like subnets in the BitTensor ecosystem, DCAing on them, right? I really, believe can make. I am open to maybe some new coins, but it's only I only follow the new coins that get launched from this specific group, right? So speaking of that, if you're in the council, then you probably see me share this group a couple times, and really know where to find these tokens at. It can put yourself in a position to have first movers advantage before they actually get to the bigger crowds, right? We were familiar with things like PinLink, Rye, AVM. These are all tokens that were, shielding some of those private groups in Telegram, right? And they get shielded around, they get talked around. You hear certain things, and then bam, you see a big YouTuber talking about it. So like, that's the people backing it, right? Very, 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 very like underlying your project, behind your meme. Tokens got really, really, really well. Like that helps, right? That helps with money, right? It's like, oh, I gotta sell, I got this selling, and it allows more people. You don't gotta be in every group, but like just have a few go-to groups where you can get some alpha from, right? That's what they call it. They call it alpha, right? You have a few go-to groups that you can get some alpha from, and that puts you in a position to know, where that liquidity might flow to. Got 36 people in here. It was up. Yeah, I see it went crazy. I'm all in Crow coins. Yeah, I know you rock with Crow coins. Zig, so far coin at 151 and looking for 125. Hot air rises. Where I work it, I guess J5 is alive. I can see us in the building, something in the bear. This is a good place for trench talk. Yeah, I'm always in the trenches, man. I'm always in the trenches. Like I said, bro, like with those community tokens, that is community, bro. Like I'm not sitting here about to like I know how it feels to like put your name on the line, put your brand, have no demand. Like it's only so much money I can keep putting behind it. It's only so much videos I can keep making. You know what I'm saying? Like other people need to. That shit is hard. That shit is a lot of pressure. So at the end of the day, like I welcome the pressure. I welcome that what came with it. I still come up here and show my fucking face. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. People see me burn $1 million fucking live on stream. My stream's still up where I burnt $1 million, bro. I did what I can do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And people can come at me and say what they want to say, bro. They ain't never going to stop my resolve. And ain't never going to mess up my mentality. I'm going to just keep going. It's just really going to make me go harder. It really going to make me go harder. You know what I'm saying? Naysayers, doubters, I don't care, bro. Nothing finna stop this train. Nothing. Blinders up. What up, Pain? What else we coming with? Okay, it's not that serious, gang. It's not that serious. Like really. What up, Wise? What's the word? What's going on with the market? Even trash coins started trashing, bro. But that's the market, bro. That's what happens in the market. Like, ain't nothing really going with the market. The market goes up. The market goes down. For us to be concerned, family. Y'all already know. Like, if things was super bearish, I would say it. I ain't got no fear in saying, hey, things look bearish. Things look doom and gloom. We're not there yet. Relax. Touch grass. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go watch a movie. Go do something. Your portfolio gonna be right there as long as you ain't been doing no weird type shit. And you good. You good. And if you do got extra liquidity and you have some conviction in some of the stuff that you seeing on this screen, do what you gotta do. But I can't stress enough that 5, 10 years from now, crypto's still gonna be here and it's gonna be bigger than ever. We are walking into the world of digital assets. God, it's the end of the world. It's not. We're gonna keep going up. We at like 5, 7% of the world in crypto. That percentage is gonna keep going up. Banks about to start buying one-in-one with cryptos, which is gonna bring more capital and more liquidity to the market. Our damn president is trying to unlock pension and 401k capital into the market. He got it. The president got a meme coin. The president got a meme coin. Why y'all is meme coin? The hell? Leave me alone, bro. With a bull run? Tau. Yo, I'm bullish on Tau. That's my favorite coin. That's my favorite coin right now. That's the coin that I'm most bullish on. That's the coin that's my biggest holding in the space is Tau. Bro, I think sky's the limit with Tau, right? They got Tau X buying Tau. They're doing some things more than just acting as a company that's holding Tau's treasuries. As a matter of way, this is purchasing Tau, right? But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, compared to something like Tau, like this shit is happening, whether you like it or not. I think some people just hate crypto, bro. I get it. Like some people, they really, really hate crypto. They just hate it. But it's not going to stop nothing, bro. I've been here watching this shit. We didn't went up, we done went down. But if you zoom out, we just been going only up. Just zoom out and look at that Bitcoin chart. That shit just been going only up. So my thesis is if Tau, right, can have 2 or 3 subnets, that we could see a Tau somewhere between 1,500 and 3K this cycle. Now, if it goes over 3K this cycle, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my like conservative base. If the cycle goes the way it goes, I can see where we at 400, maybe a 6x, which would be at 2,400. 3x, 4x, yeah, 16, like anywhere between a 4 and 6, 7, you know what I'm saying? You know, a 10x would be nice, right? 4K, but I don't know about that. Maybe somewhere between a 4, somewhere between a 6x and 10x. Somewhere between a 6x and 10x. I think Tau does. Now, you're going to have subnets that probably award you even more multipliers. But that's a whole nother story because you got to understand how the demand, the emissions is not just per se the market cap. And a lot of people don't really get that. They think like, oh, market cap went 3x, I got a 3x. It's a little bit different in Tau. For me, it's hard to break down, right? But I understand it, right? You gotta talk to the experts, right? Because they know how to break that shit down, emissions and shit. I ain't gonna act like I know how to break it down. But yeah. Anyways, this right here is Tau. And Tau is the AI marketplace, the decentralized AI marketplace, a direct competitor with open tribute to the growth of AI. Whether you're a builder, whether you want to rent out and lend out your compute power, maybe you want to build a LLM, right? This is the economy for AI to thrive, and it's already being adopted institutionally, right? You're seeing other big crypto projects like Fetch use some of the Tau technology, right? So this is major. What makes it even more attractive is the tokenomics and the scarcity aspect, the lure of, kind of like being a Bitcoin copy, having a halving, having 21 million tokens, having a lot of those tokens locked up, right? So there's scarcity, there's demand, there's institutional interest, and with the subnets, they're working on creating that environment where retail can thrive, right? Subnet 93, which is Bitcash, they're working on getting them subnet, some of that Solana liquidity. So there are things happening that's, working to open up those portals for retail, or you're a person that got like accessible compute power, or a pretty good PC, and you know how to code for miner. Like, the ecosystem itself sold me, right? Not even just the token. The ecosystem is what sold me. So I'm telling you that this ecosystem is lucrative, and it provides for the people that's in the ecosystem. So I can't say nothing bad about Tao, besides the fact that I wish they had more of a what's the word I'm looking for, like normie friendly onboard portal into mining. I think not a lot of people like, and it's the information, and a lot of people just don't have the time to do that, which I understand. If a subnet kind of like made that process a little bit more normie friendly, I think even more people would come and try to mine and contribute to the Tao ecosystem. So I don't know. That's just something to think of. Tao was getting ready to rock it before it came down. What's BPOM? 730. I lost 8 years. I wanted to hate it, but now it's the future, so I started saving up again. Yeah, well, you win, you lose in crypto. I don't think crypto is like all like lose, unless you just lose and you just say, fuck it, I'm done with crypto. Then it's like you had a bad experience. It's like anything else in life. If you stick to it long enough, you'll have your breakthrough, right? If you stick to learning and trying to figure, and then eventually like they had their breakthrough, right? And that's anything in life, right? You just got to keep at it. Most people just, they get discouraged, or they get mad, or get upset, and some bad shit happen. It is what it is. And I understand it, because today I was playing around on a platform. I'm not going to say what platform it is, because they had to in order to like enter the ecosystem, right? You had to send ETH to the ETH wallet, right, after a Gmail login. So I'm like, cool, I don't have to sign in with my wallet. I like that. Trying to figure out what's going on, because this is supposed to be like a new narrative on Solana. So I signed up and I send like $15 of ETH to it just to check out. Thank God that I didn't send more, because I was going to send 150 straight off top. I was going to send 150 because the narrative was really that good. But I sent like $15, right? And I double checked it, make sure I was doing everything right. I send the $15 to the wallet, and I go check the $15 ain't even there. It's still not there. So it's like, I see a lot of people talking good about the product, but I had a bad experience, and I just said, man, you know what? I'm clicking this shit off my tab. I'm pissed off. I don't want to deal with it no more. I put my $15, and my $15 ain't even show up, and I really don't feel like going to Telegram and asking you people about $15, right? I really ain't feel like. I had a bad experience. First off, I'm never going to the ecosystem. I'm never messing with that application again. It's not the ecosystem. It's never messing with the application again. So that's very similar to, you don't want to deal with that no more. I love to learn mining. Yeah, that's good, Joe Mac. You're going to make a lot of money in crypto, bro, because it's so much liquidity and opportunity and capital, should I say, with mining crypto, bro. It's so much opportunity, man, to make extra money in crypto, where you just letting that shit in mining. That shit happen 24/7. It don't stop. It ain't like, unless you turn it off, right? It's just going to keep chugging. And once that allows you to mine to contribute to the ecosystem, whether that be security, speed of the ecosystem. There's so many things that, your mining can contribute to helping the ecosystem. But every ecosystem is different, right? Some people allow staking and stuff like that, so you got to just pick something that works for you. For me, in BitTensor, I look at it like being a part of Solana in its early days, right? Being a part of Solana when it only had 128 tokens. That's how I look at it. Institutions want this different stage with only 128 tokens. And then I think the quality is there opposed to a whole lot of quantity. The quality is there. So now I can focus, look at the unknown shit. But that's a lot more easier to focus on than 1.8 million. than 1.8 million tokens on Solana. And don't get me wrong, I like Solana. I'm a DJ and I be on Solana, but like Tau is way more easier for me to like navigate and put myself in a position to have those doors open with opportunity, opposed to an ecosystem like Solana. Nothing wrong with Solana, right? And I get it. Like everybody's not going to understand BitTensor's ecosystem. I get it. But I would recommend you, not financial advice, just to take a little bit of a deep dive, do your research. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. You move on and find something that is for you. What's up, John? Turn the flywheel. Millie, what's your thought on? I'm bullish on that. I'm bullish on Constellation DAG, man. I think that's a wonderful beta play to Jasmy. I don't know, some weird shit happened with Jasmy, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure. So this is my thing with Jasmy. This is my thing. Y'all already know I'm a Jasmy fan, but this is my thing that threw me off about Jasmy, right? There was 2 accounts that got hacked on Jasmy, right? And those accounts were hacked for like 48 hours. I'm going to say like 40 for 2 days, right? Before Horror came out and said anything, right? In the midst of them launching a pump fund token. So some scammers allegedly hacked Jasmy's accounts, right? And said there was a collaboration and integration with pump fund injection. And they launched a pump fund token. And some of the community thought that this was real. On first look, I was like, I looked at the on-chain analysis and I was like, hell nah, bro. This is 70% bundled. I was talking to Vegeta, and Vegeta can confirm this. Cause he had hit me up, and I had already seen the token, but he hit me up, and he was asking about something, but he didn't really I didn't see the token. I seen the post, and he hit me up and said, "Did you see the token?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because at this time I didn't see the token. I only had seen the post. So I went down and then I seen the token. I'm like, "What the hell? They got a token? What is going on?" So I did the research and I started DMing him because I didn't want to get the spreading FUD. I didn't know what they had going on. I DM'd them and I'm like, bro, you should not post that link because people can get their wallet drained. If the scammers are scamming and they created a fake token, then most likely those links have wallet drainers to them, right? And I feel like if something like that happened, as the CFO or whoever Horror is, like, he need to be on top of that shit instantly, bro. Like, I know you gotta be going through your Twitter and had seen that, right? Because it was up just entirely too long, right? But they did come out and say that it was a hack, whoop de whoop whoop. But just for the sake of the people in the community, I wish they would have just got to it a little bit earlier, right? Because we don't know what those links could have been. And that could have been unfortunate for somebody that could have had thousands of dollars of Jasmy just to get their shit hacked, right? So, man, the moral of that story is be safe in crypto, bro. Like, you gotta protect yourself from crypto. Don't just always hit a link soon as you see something. When I'm trenching, I don't even go to websites. I look for comments where other people talking about the website. When I'm trenching on Pump Fund, I don't even click websites, bro. I don't click websites at all. I take my chances on me looking at this on-chain analysis before clicking a website. I will not click no freaking website. Hell no. I ain't about to train. Knock on wood, but I try to stay on top of that, bro, because that's scary. For real. That's when I connect to a wallet. One with no money first, can't take nothing for nothing. Yeah, I tell people that, man. Like, if you're going to do the pre-sales, whatever, bro, create a new wallet. Don't never use your main joint. 17% ain't no dump. Yeah, right. Decentralized science picks. Oh, man. All right, let's get it. That's a good question, Nico. W in the chat. W in the chat, bro. All right, so let's get into some picks for... That's a really, really good one. If you're into the tile ecosystem, I would start with, like, Nova. And then y'all gotta stop calling everything a fucking rug. Everything a rug. Like, you don't even know what a rug is, bro. Godly. Everything just that go down or don't work out, it gotta be a rug. Shit with this space, bro. Sometimes I love this space, and sometimes I fucking hate it, bro. Like, oh my God. Alright, so I like AXGT. I like AXGT as an ETH play. I think there's a decentralized version, excuse me, a decentralized project on Base, but yeah, it is. It's called so let's get this right. I like Subnet 68 on Bitensor. If you're in the Bitensor ecosystem, not financial advice, it's called Nova Subnet 68. On ETH, I like Axon DAO, AXGT. On Sol, I like Pythia. But I will say this, Pythia has been shilling, and Pythia is sitting here at a $94 million market cap. And I told y'all about Pythia at a 10, he missed it, huh? Been talking about Pythia since some beta plays that I think are going to award some opportunity outside of just PJN. We'll look at it. I don't hold PJN, but I do hold the next one. But let's talk about this one first, right? PJN is Pythia is at $100 million market cap and is literally trying to throw you a bone here with PJN. I think if Pythia continues to run, the whales will start playing the beta plays. And if you get into these beta plays earlier, you're going to reap the benefit. You can't just hop in a beta play because it's a beta play. You got to wait till the market is right. The market is euphoric. The main play runs, and then you start to see the rotation between this monkey here, which is Elvis, and this one is sitting at a $700,000 market cap, right? So you can go over and check out their Twitter, and again, these are literally 100x from the main token. Just put that into perspective, and they're all under the decentralized science narrative, right? Field detection. This is crazy. $700,000 market cap, high fucking risk. Okay, if it goes to zero, I'm telling you it's high risk. Don't fucking buy it. You ask me a question, I'm answering it. That don't mean go ape. Okay, Pythia is at 100 million. They're literally shilling you to beta plays, Elvis and PJN. I'ma just leave it at that, right? PJN, Neri. This is Pythia, the mouse with a brain chip. They're shilling PJN and Elvis. They're literally shilling it with the chart. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't got nothing else. Would be on Base, which in my opinion is a easy play if we have an altcoin season, and that is Research Coin. Literally the co-founder of Brian Armstrong. You know I rock with you, bro. It's all love. Shit be shining, dog. Like joint was shining, bro. I was Brian Armstrong with the head of the market cap. Those are my 5 decentralized science plays. Roller super low market cap. Axon got a lot of hype for sure. Yeah, we made some good ones on that. Oh yeah, KG. I always seen that, and I always want to tell Ayo KG about that. Like, bro, you got a token that's named similar to you. People have no patience. They don't. It is what it is, bro. I'm numb to it at this point. I know what type of person. When you know what type of person you are, deep down in your heart, and you cool in your own skin. I know, and the people who've been rocking with me, y'all already know how I'm coming, right? Because I'm very transparent, right? I don't mind talking to people if they ask me a question. So I ain't about to let I ain't letting this space stress me out, bro. I done let this space stress me out before, bro. I'm not about to let this space stress me out no more, bro. Never again. Never again. I never let this space stress me out again. Let me see. We got 36 people in here. Make sure that you like Gaussy, EGS on Soul. Yeah, I never heard of those ones, bro. What's up, Millie? Basically would be the key. People truly believe we already know what's going on by the end of Trump's team, but people want this shit to happen tomorrow. Yeah, man. Crypto after dark, baby. Crypto after dark. I'm gonna have to check those out, man. I live for high risk, high reward. That's what's up. You gotta have some type of risk, man. I was watching a video by Alex Becker, and he was talking about why people become successful and why people don't become successful. And it all came down to the fact that the successful people was the ones that was willing to take more of a risk, right? Regardless of what happened, they were willing to take that risk. And you take that risk, you either gonna win or you lose, right? But you live with no regrets. And some people just can't take risks. They can't. It's just not in them. They like, right, I want to go with what I know. I want to go what's guaranteed. And if it doesn't make me successful, oh well, at least I'm good. My bills paid, my family good, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I never make nobody feel no type of way if that's how you feel, right? But like, if you really want to make it in anything, you stand out, right? Makes you stand out from the crowd, and that's what he was talking about. Like most people who become successful, 99% of them just took insane risk, right? They was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this risk, and sometimes that shit works out. Thoughts on render? Render. Let's look at it. I haven't looked at render in a while. Render is one of those tokens that's like focusing on one specific thing in the niche, which is a very, very important solution to a problem, right? Decentralized rendering, right? Don't they compete with like the big rendering companies like Disney or some shit like that? But the chart looks strong. Render looks strong, man. It's just getting above the bull market band, so this is optimally a really, really good play because it hasn't had, what a coincidence. It's the 618, which is 525. If you can get a breakout and a confirmation candle above 525, you can start a trend to the upside. What you want to see renders $13. If it breaks $13, sky's the limit. First stop though is getting back above the moving averages, specifically the 50-day moving averages, which sits right there at the 618, which is $5.25. Is it ready to run? Well, let's look at our ultimate RSI. Let's see here. Oh, you just got an ultimate RSI cross. We'll just have to see if this is a fake out or not. If it can stay above this orange line, then it's going to, as it probably holds correlation with the altcoin market. Let's take a look at the script and see how close we are to a buy signal. Let me see here. Okay, stock RSI is actually bullish too. Yeah, render looks good, man. Render looks good. Render looks good. I'm not sure what the market cap is. Billion, not bad. That's a surface level. Like I don't know what type of companies are already using. And the FDV is not bad to the market cap either. Yeah, I would never talk bad on render because I know how important rendering is. This season, I don't see how it doesn't at least get to $12. Altcoin season, render 12. Man, $12? Shit. If we have an altcoin season, that means that render hits price discovery. Price discovery is sitting here at $13. So I think if we have an altcoin season, render blows $12 out of the water easily. Easily blows $12 out of the water. I mean, a 3x would be $15, right? I think 2 billion to 6 billion, that's nothing. That's nothing. I think you probably can, not financial advice, but I think you probably can raise your expectations on render, in my opinion, if we have an altcoin season. I think you can raise the bar just a little bit, This must be the why y'all ask me that every stream? Like it's that like the answer gonna change. I feel the same way I felt last stream about Elon token. I feel the same way I felt. I literally feel the same way. I literally feel the same way that I felt last stream when they asked me that. Nothing has changed. I imagine we not having an altcoin season. That would suck. Oh yeah. I mean, hey, we're close to it though. ETH BTC has broken out. Bitcoin dominance has started to capitulate. The president is literally breathing down the neck of the Fed chairman, and we got a whole. I don't see why it doesn't happen. I know people are cautious, but I don't see why we shouldn't have like an altcoin season before this 4-year cycle ends. I don't see why we couldn't have one. I think we're a lot more closer to it than people think. I think it's going to be a lot more quicker than people think because we're so extended. But I don't see why we couldn't have. I don't see why ETH couldn't break into price discovery. The Bitcoin dominance continue to fall, and we finally get a Fed cut. Why wouldn't that happen? It looks like it's gearing up to happen, right? In Q4, around Q4, Q1, Q2, like it always happens. I don't see why it shouldn't happen. Snoop Frog. I threw a little edit just cause Snoop Frog. What the hell? I never seen you go DJing. Gotta have research going on your decentralized science picks founded by Brian Armstrong. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Imagine. I think they just do it to get a reaction at this. Joe Max, so it's like people who've been at the streams, they see the shit, bro. Like they literally see it, bro. They literally see it. They literally see it. I'm happy. It ain't me, y'all. It ain't me. Dog, it ain't me. It ain't me, bro. I'm telling you, like, I'm over crypto, bro. I'm like, when it come to like shit like that, I'm over it. Like I'm gonna start just looking past all of that, bro. Joe Mack, I don't even know at this point, bro. I feel like Skip Bayless. I gotta say, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Snoop Frog. Let me look at this before I even try to bring it on the screen, bro. Snoop Frog. Snoop Frog. Where my boy Ayo KG, bro? He ain't chilling tonight. He was chilling Flywheel. It's been holding up pretty strong. Okay. Well, and put the 15-minute chart on. It must be got a bot going on because I'm seeing some. No, let's go to the 1 hour chart. Not bad. Clean. What made you buy this? This is interesting. You got a Dex ad on it too. Looks like they made a couple Snoop Frog coins. The dev has made multiple Snoop Frog coins from what I'm looking at. Never heard of this, but chart looks strong, man. It's riding the trend line like a champ. Still low market cap, guys. It's really low market cap, so I'm not going to share it on the stream. We got 42 people in here. Make sure that you like and subscribe. D-Butt. Lana, the one on base. Dang, the one on base has got the highest market cap. What, $3.7 million market cap? Let me see here. Interesting name, sir. It's been around for 227 days. It's been around a while. All-time highs was like almost 10x from where it is now. Oh yeah, this is a nice chart. Cup and handle. Looks like it found the floor and it had a bunch of accumulation and now it's ready. Ready like Freddy, man. I don't know how the community is on this in base, but the chart looks pretty strong. Looks like it's ready to go as long as base season happens, man. There's been some pretty good runners on base as of late too. I can show this because this is a $3 million market cap. Got a few bundles. Definitely got a few bundles. Let's see here. Damn, a lot of people have bought this and then they kind of like died down. Not bad. I know people like Miggles and what's that dog with Matt? What's that dog with mask and a couple other them little meme coins on base. They actually are pretty decent. Remember, you think we're gonna have altcoin season by November? That would be nice. Look, if you got skin in the game, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna make some money. You got skin in the game. You're gonna make a little bit of money. You can have 1,000, maybe higher if you depending on the risk. But if you got 1,000, you got 5, 10K. Anyway, 1,000 to 10K, you can at least make 100K in crypto if you buy the right coins. And in altcoin season, right? You can 10x your 10K, or you can you can 50x your 1K, right? I've seen people do it, right? And if you're playing with big money, right, you can literally turn 50,000 into like 2 million or some shit like that, right? Depending on the tokens that you buy. So and then some people get lucky where they turn $1,000 into 1 million or something crazy when they get into these meme coins in these early stages, and then they just explode. Like, who's to say dick butt might not go to 300-400 million? You know what I'm saying? So that shit happens, right? And then now you're looking at your $1,000 gets turned into 1 million. You know what I mean? So you'll hear those stories. You'll see those people when you make 30-40,000. Like, take your profits. Like that doesn't happen a lot anywhere else. So like so many people get up, they'll turn that 1,000, 5K into like 30, 40,000, 50 grand, and then they won't take profits, and then they'll round trip the entire bag, bro. Trust me, I've done it. I've round tripped the entire bag, guys. And then your net worth was take your profits. Take your profits. You know what I mean? Take your profits. You feel me? And then roll that. If you want to roll it into something less volatile and double up to 50 to 100, there's so many ways you can do it where you don't gotta just like be like, oh, I need to hold to 1 million or whatever, and then you round trip your bag and the token never come back, and you like, damn, at one point I had 20-30K and I could have took that out, but I didn't. You get what I'm saying? So like, do what's best for you. Wishing on a star, me too, unfortunately. I'm just saying, bro, like, yeah, the success stories happen, but like still, like, take your chips off the table. Like, you know what I mean? If you know you got 20K profits, or you know you ain't got nothing but 10K to your name and you make 70K, right? And you don't take no profits, you just round trip it all. You know, that happens to people. Like, people don't want to talk about that in crypto. I get it. Like, we don't never want to have the uncomfortable conversation, but that happens in crypto. So like, you gotta know what your, you know, it's like that, or they be like, you can either take the money off the table or you can keep going and then risk losing it all. You gotta understand, if you keep going and you know you could have took that money off the table, there's a risk that you